we have Billy Currington on Pure Country. Whereabouts are you in the world right now? Because I feel like you are a big traveler and I know you've been kind of all over the place during the pandemic, but where have you landed at the moment?
Shannon, I am in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay, cool. All right. So, because you do have, I think you have a place, is it Alabama or where about?
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay. And then I
Georgia,
know you
yeah.
spent a lot of time in Key West, which I've never been there, but what is it about Key West that you love so much?
Everything. I
Everything?
mean, to me, it's just one of the most beautiful places in the world, especially in the U.S. It almost feels like it's not even in the U.S. It's like its own tropical island, country, whatever. But I love it down there. The fishing, the lobstering, the water, the color of the water. Just I could go on and on. The people. I've met
I
some
need
great
to
people over
I
the
need to
years.
make a trip there at some point because every time you share photos and videos, I'm always like, oh, this place, you're right. It looks like you're in Mexico or something like that, not in the US.
Oh, it's such an amazing place. You should definitely go.
Yes. So, congratulations on the new record, Intuition. And what a cool little surprise because you did not let fans know that you were dropped. I know you've been kind of teasing that you're working on music, but you kind of just dropped it on them and said, hey guys, here's a brand new record. And of course, it's a little more pop leaning, but I feel like any Billy Currington fan, if they've been to your show or listened to your music, they're not surprised that this kind of record came out. They almost have been kind of waiting for it. How excited are you to put this kind of record out?
Oh, for sure. Very excited. I mean, it wasn't a planned thing at all. It was something that naturally, accidentally, whatever you want to call it, came together. I had met a guy from London, England, who came from the pop world. His name's Rob Prasad, and I had heard something that he mixed or produced on a song that I wrote a long time ago out in LA. It took me about 3 years to track this guy down. And once I tracked him down, um, we wrote a song over the phone, basically, and decided, the best thing to do is just for me to come to Nashville and meet him. And so I did. And I actually left Key West a week early. I was on a Key West trip and met him. And that night we wrote a song, which was the first song on the album. It's called Lead Me.
Mhm.
And over the next 3 or 4 or 5 days, we wrote about 5 songs and decided that I would come back maybe 3 or 4 different times. And we about 8 days apiece maybe and wrote the whole entire album. We actually wrote about 18 songs
Whoa.
and only just culled it down to 12 and turned it in.
That's always the tough thing, I feel like, for an artist is narrowing it down to that record. Is there a song that didn't make it on the final project that you're kind of wishing you maybe had a snuck on there?
Oh, I'm sure there is. I mean, it was, you know, however many others. Yeah, for sure. But they will be on the next. We're
Right.
going to continue to work
Cool.
and we love being together and making music. So
I love the song Complicated, obviously. I feel like, with you releasing songs like We Are Tonight, Seaside, Details, you kind of, we're going in the direction of a little more pop leaning, but with still that like country rock R&B vibe in there too. There's a song on here called Words, which I feel like is just one of those songs that you have to sit and really dive into it and listen to literally every word on there. And I know you're a big writer. Obviously, you had to be a part of this whole record as a writer. It's a very personal record you can feel. Is there a lyric on any of these songs that maybe sticks out as a favorite lyric of yours?
oh, phew, that's a tough question.
There's
um,
probably a lot.
yeah, I don't know. I'd have to really think about that, but definitely the song Words was very special to Rob and I. When I first heard him, he played me like a little bit of a track and a couple lyrics that he had the actual title called Words. And when we started diving into that, I mean, I could feel every line of that for sure. And then once we put the strings on it in the studio, that was a very emotional day. And just everything about that song was I could feel.
Yeah, I can feel it just in your vocal on it. I feel like you could tell that it was one, when I listened to the whole record, that one kind of stuck out to me as one that must have been just, something you really truly felt as you were singing it. This record, obviously, like I said, you can tell it's a personal one. What made you put this record together? Like you said, you didn't really have a plan for it, but what kind of pushed that button for you to go, okay, we got to get this out to fans. I need to release this music.
Yeah, well, it was about the right at the end of the first trip of writing with Rob. And like I said, we only had about 5 songs, but they all kind of got completed while we were here. I mean, he's a great producer, and he can put it together pretty quick. And it was in my heart that, hey man, if you're in, let's keep going. Of course he was, and over the next 2 or 3 times it was like, for sure, no matter what people are gonna expect or feel or think or whatever, what
Yeah.
box they have me in, what box they don't have me in, I know it's gonna be different. It don't matter. Like, this means so much to me, this album. Let's just turn it in and
Nice.
see how it goes from there. So that's what we did.
Have you gotten to play any of the new songs for fans live? Because I know you've played a couple of live shows now. Have fans gotten to hear it in real life?
They have not.
No?
We haven't really played any shows since the album came out. So it's
Okay.
the band didn't even hear any of the record. Nobody knew nothing about it really. So they're just learning the music, and we're gonna start really soon.
You really did keep it under wraps. Like, even when you were playing live shows, you didn't give a teaser to anybody. You just dropped
Nobody.
it on them. I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how we should be doing it. No anticipation, just like surprise. Here's a full record.
Yeah, just let the music speak for itself. And I'm not really into, like, 5 weeks ahead of time. Hey, I got a record coming. Hey, guess what? I got a record coming. Over and over and over and over. That's just
Yeah,
not my style.
I like
And
that.
so
That's a good way to be. And I feel like your fans are really cool fans. Last time I got to see you play was 2019 in Ontario at a festival called the Havelock Country Jamboree.
oh yeah.
And it was cool to watch because, you have songs like People Are Crazy, Good Directions, and you go from playing that to a song like Details and We Are Tonight. And your fans, they love every side of Billy Currington. That's got to be a cool feeling because, I feel like fans sometimes, when you change things a little bit, they, aren't sure how to react. But your fans, they love it no matter what.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's hard to accept change, and people put you like in that one box. They want you to stay there because that's
Mhm.
what makes them happy. But I've been fortunate to have fans that's just kind of adapted to anything we put out there and went along with it, and seem to have loved it just as much as we did when we made it. So
Yeah. Is there a song on this record? I feel like Complicated is one that I want to see you play live because I feel like it's such an energetic track. But is there one on there that you're just dying to play live for your fans?
I love the one right after that. It's called Deja Vu. I love the feel of that song, and I feel like it'd just be great to play live. But Complicated, yeah, it's one of
That
my
one's going to be
favorites.
fun for sure. And are you still writing right now? Or are you just kind of letting this record do its thing and take a minute?
I haven't written outside of writing with Rob at all. Just
Okay.
wrote with him those few months, and then it just kind of went dry. Just been focused on other things like surfing or fishing.
Are you someone like, are you obviously not in Nashville? You can't, but do you wake up every morning and surf if you're in an area where you can?
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I always know the waves the night or 2 or 3 before the day I surf. So I always know when they're going to be coming in, and I keep a watch on that. And when they're in, I'm out there.
What is it about? Because I've never gone surfing before. This is another thing, Key West, and I got to go surfing. But what is it about surfing that is, because I feel like it's, for me, I'm a horse person. So going horseback riding is my kind of release and just to chill out and get one with myself. But what is it about surfing for you that is so important?
It's the kind of what you said, the chill out factor of it. Going out there, when I'm out there surfing waves and just even paddling around in the ocean, I don't think negative. I don't have negative thoughts. I don't think about things that I probably maybe should be thinking about, but I just naturally like fade out into nothing but happiness. And
Yeah.
it just kind of sets up a better what's going to happen in the business world when I get out of the ocean.
You need
It
that
makes it
time.
better.
Yeah. You need that time to decompress a little bit, especially in the industry you're in, because it can get a little heavy sometimes.
It can.
Yeah. Okay. Last question, because I saw this on your socials and I am a new coffee drinker. You put butter in your coffee?
Yes. I, I heard about this one time, or maybe from the bulletproof
Okay.
guy that created that, and maybe read up on it a little bit about the good fats in the butter, like Kerrygold butter or
Right.
whatever, those good butters. And so I'll put it in a blender, coffee, little bit of vanilla, whatever. I add maybe a couple other things and then blend it up for about a minute. And that's sometimes
Iced coffee though, or hot coffee?
oh, hot.
Hot.
I'll do it
Okay.
hot.
All right.
most-
I'm going to try it and I'm going to see what I feel about the butter, and I'll add vanilla too, because I like the
Don't
sound of it.
forget a little bit of sea salt too.
Okay. Sea salt. All right. I'm
Little
going to
bit.
try it. And I might
Little
have
bit.
to drink this from now on. I feel like you can only have 1 cup of that though a day, because that might be a little too much butter.
Well, just one of that, and then next one is just regular coffee.
Or spike it, whatever.
Whatever floats your boat.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Billy Currington. So good to have you on Pure Country. And of course, if you have not checked out his new record, Intuition, go listen to it. And hopefully we'll get to have you in Canada soon so I can hear you play these songs in real life.
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon, I promise.
Okay. Awesome.